The singer's defense lawyers have now filed some formal requests with the court for a haircut and fresh clothes.
What the actual fuck are we doing? This guy thinks he deserves special treatment when he's being tried under suspicion for committing a first-degree homicide. The prosecution found 40 terabytes of CP on his phone. I don't know if you guys actually understand how much 40 terabytes actually is, so let me put it in perspective for you. That is the equivalent of downloading the 1994 animated Lion King 26,667 times in 1080p. Obviously, David's counsel pled not guilty and they may have something that can exonerate him, but man, are they gonna have to pull something out of their asses to make this work, since the internet has already solved this case 7 months ago. What I don't get is what were the parents doing all this time. I get this is kind of like victim blaming, but genuinely there are reports saying their parents knew Celeste was dating a guy named David since she was 11 to the age 14. Why not look into who your daughter is dating and if he's a grown-ass man? But hey, we'll only know more when the trial actually starts. Irrespective, my heart does go out to their family. I've seen some genuinely sickening people who are saying we need to separate the art from the artist. Bro, what? That only works for a person like Kanye, who didn't commit homicide and only expressed his opinion, which was deemed controversial. But when the art is high-key kind of a confession and is reminiscent of the crime he's allegedly committed, you can't make the same argument. He literally has an unreleased track called Celeste. How are we defending this? When in the song he's literally saying he loves her when she's undressed. Why does everybody with an ounce of talent eventually resort to touching kids? I've heard people saying there are gremlins who are defending him with their lives, which is crazy to me, but I ain't found none of these comments to address. It looks like the only defense people had was before the prosecution brought up the evidence. We've actually had artists like Kali Uchis, I probably butchered that name, Laufi, I probably butchered that name too, and others removing their songs with David, which is great, but we have to face the music. You get that? Face the music. And start giving out severer penalties because the amount of diddlers has risen. And with no consequences in place, there is just no fear. And more of these kind of people are coming to fame, influencing children, making a shitload of money, and making it out scratchless. Let me remind y'all, Diddy only got 4 years in jail. And let's not talk about the peeps in the files running the government right now. But to be fair, David is en route to being sentenced lifelong prison or the death penalty if he is actually given the verdict guilty. He's in a single cell, being escorted to the showers, limited calls, and only gets 3 hours of fresh air per week. But these cases can't really go anywhere. There is a trial date for Friday, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, see ya.